Hello. It's been a while. Before I even start filming this, what am I doing about this spooky lighting? I'm at my painting desk and I have two lamps. And I don't know if this is good. This feels like I'm being interrogated a little bit. Actually, maybe that's the vibe. I haven't posted a video in like 4 months. So, what's up? I'm here to account for myself. Is this anything? Is this. Maybe we'll just. Okay, hello. I'm in my interrogation lights, and I am sitting at my painting desk where I have been painting. Yes, very exciting. I'm doing my job. Um, but it's been a little while. Oh my gosh. I think the last time I posted a video was September, October, probably September. And I just have done a lot of things since then, and I didn't really feel like recording it because I got so busy. Okay, let me account for myself. In September, I released a catalog that I got way more orders than I expected. So I spent like 2 weeks straight doing like 12-hour days manufacturing and packaging and sending and shipping and delivering wholesale orders, which is great, but also that was a lot and I didn't really manage it super well. But I got everything done, so that was great. So September felt like kind of a wash because of that. And then it was October and I had to prepare for Christmas markets. And so I was just making stuff and doing a lot of makey stuff. And then November I was doing the selling, and then December I was just hanging out. So that's what I've been doing instead of making videos. But now it's a new year, and I feel like I want to get back at it. Blueberry, my rabbit, hi, if we haven't met before, this is a weird video to join in on, but I'm very happy you're here. I'm Rebecca, I'm an artist. I live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, and I have a little rabbit who lives in my art studio with me named Blueberry. She's very sweet. I have bought her bunk beds. It's actually doll furniture, and she loves it. She sleeps in the bottom bunk. I made her like a little princess bed there. So that's where she just went back to. Anyways, I've been dealing with a problem, which is probably the title of this video, which is I don't think I know I can make good art anymore. This is a temporary problem, I assure you. So let me take you back through time a year ago, where it was last winter and I was locking in on doing watercolor as my main medium. Great choice. Huge fan of that choice. Really, I have stuck with it since then. And I just painted all winter and it was so productive. And I made some pieces that ended up being like bestsellers all summer, which was huge for me. So like now it's winter again and I'm like, uh-oh, better make some bestsellers again for this next year's seasons. And all of December, I was like, yeah, this is great. After the holidays, I'm going to lock in, I'm going to paint. I got nothing on the calendar really. I'm just going to focus. I've got some deadlines for gallery exhibits and stuff, but I can really lock in. And then I would like look at paper and be like, uh-oh, there's nothing happening up here. I got no ideas. Now I have been making stuff, but it wasn't stuff that I was like, ooh, yeah, something sensational. And actually, I was meaning to film this video yesterday. And up until yesterday, I would have just maintained that that was kind of the end of the story. Like, I have no ideas, but I have faith that in myself that I will overcome that and I will have good ideas again. I think of my creativity as sort of a conveyor belt where art is coming out and there may be several pieces of not so great stuff, but eventually the good stuff comes out. But I have to get the other stuff off the conveyor belt before the other ones can come, the good stuff can come. So I do believe I have to just keep making things and eventually the good stuff happens. So with that philosophy in mind, today the good stuff came out and I wasn't really, that sounds really gross, by the way, sorry. I wasn't really expecting it, but I was reading this book. It's in the other room, sorry. You know what? I'm just going to go grab it and then I can talk about it properly. Okay, I got the book and also grabbed two pieces of art to show you. When I finish my paintings, I like clip them up on the wall. Oh, this is really weird lighting. Okay, never mind. This is the book. It's called The Old Ways, A Journey on Foot by Robert Macfarlane. I'm not very far into it, but I'm enjoying it so far. and it's just got me thinking. So when I was thinking, I have a couple of deadlines coming up, and that's kind of what's been weighing on me probably because I feel like I have to have stuff done. So one of the deadlines is a submission for the Acadia University Community Art Show, which I did last year as well, which was really fun. And didn't know what to bring for that. So I was just like, I'll just bring some piece I've done that is kind of recent. And then the other thing was I've been planning this solo art show at a cafe, and I've been feeling really unsure about it because I didn't have a collection of pieces for it yet, and the deadline's coming up. We want to do that in February. I'm still not sure if maybe I should push it off, but anyways, I digress. I was wanting to do something because the location is a very community-based shop cafe out on the South Shore. I wanted to do something with like a community theme. Blueberry's hopping around. Sorry, she's so cute. Where you going, girl? She's just exploring the space. So I want to do a community theme, something about like sharing resources, or like the community was a theme of what I want to do. And I was struggling because I've been painting a lot of cute animals, like little mice and rabbits. And I was like, okay, I'm picturing like Beatrix Potter-esque scenes of these creatures interacting, doing domestic things, doing community-based activities. And it just wasn't coming together for me. Like I haven't locked in an illustrative style enough that I was having success with these scenes. I'm still going to work at it, but that's kind of, I'm just not really where I'm at. I wanted to be with that, but that's okay because I think I'm going somewhere else that is maybe more interesting and fruitful. So with that in mind, so the community theme and then these pathways in this book is what came together. So I'll show you, I made this piece today. I'm not sure how well it'll show up on the camera, but it is extremely well lit, so hopefully well. So this is a watercolor painting that I did today, and it is several houses with pathways interconnecting them. And what I thought was interesting was I feel the pathways create a lot of sense of narrative in this piece. So there's the main pathways that is what you would draw logically to connect all the front doors. But then there's also like turns and little extra pathways that clearly indicate frequent use as opposed to following the main paths, shortcuts. And I wanted to show that, but they're not in all the possible locations, which creates the narrative of like this person clearly doesn't visit this house very much because there's not a shortcut, the same way there is between this and this, or this and this, and this house as well doesn't seem to leave its little enclave very much. So I'm really happy with this. It was really fun to make. I used some new techniques. There's actually some gold pigment in there, which I'm not sure if that's coming across. I'm wiggling this. But I just thought I'm so excited about it. I think it's beautiful. I really love looking at it. I'm very happy with the contrast of the crispness of the buildings and the organic nature of the green. And yeah, so I'm really thrilled with this. The paper is significantly warped, so I have to flatten that. But yeah, so I did some sketches for like a whole series based around this concept, exploring some different schools of thought within the premise, and I'm feeling really excited about it. So I will try and share about that as I continue going on that journey. I would like to do some big pieces, which is great. I did one big piece last winter and it took me 2 weeks just to paint it. And it's fabulous, but I don't really have anything to do with, like, I should just sell it, honestly. That's my symphony piece. Anyways, but I also want to show you this painting, which is probably, some people might find this more their style. This is something else I made lately. I've just been really interested in like cottages and buildings. Wow, I just realized I've been looking at the viewfinder. I'm so sorry. I'm not making eye contact with you. I apologize. Yeah, this is a blueberry cottage, obviously. I was interested in painting blueberries because my rabbit's name is Blueberry. Blueberries are my favorite fruit. Blueberries are very popular in Nova Scotia. There's a lot of blueberry farms here and wild ones. And additionally, I bought a blueberry cookbook, a vintage one, at a vintage event. So, and it had illustrations on the cover of blueberries. So I really wanted to do some, and that's why I made this border. And I just threw a cottage in the middle because I'm just really into little buildings right now. But I think it's really charming. This was actually the one I was thinking about putting in that Acadia show until I made the other one. And it's not that I think that, like, these are quite different. Can't really sit with my art. Like I can see my own technical proficiency different ways in this. This is much more heavy conceptual. This is much more delicate painting. And I really enjoy doing both. So even though I look at this and I'm like, oh, this is much more, I don't know, illustrative, I guess, whereas this is more like abstract. I'm very excited about both of them. Now that I've created both of them, I feel that feeling of I'll never paint anything good again starting to like dissipate a little bit because I made something good today. And I've actually made a couple of variations on this already, but they do, because it's much more of like an organic painting process, there's a lot of pooling of the color and the paint. So I'm having to dry it flat and they're all drying in stages. And I will add details later. I'm pretty pleased with all of that. I'm also working on a Valentine's collection. Sorry, I totally got distracted. It's not that late right now, is it? Wait, actually, I don't know. It's 10:30 at night right now. I have been painting after dark mainly because during the day I got nothing. I've been doing a lot of sewing projects. I've been participating in the South End Vintage Market in Halifax, which has been wonderful. It takes place on the Dalhousie campus. Everyone has been so nice and lovely. You may be thinking, but Rebecca, you sell art and not vintage stuff. And I would say, well, I have been thrifting vintage fabrics for ages, and I'm sewing tote bags and other kind of purses. I love making them and designing them and putting my art on them. So that is one way I'm combining vintage with my art. But also, I think my art has a sort of same aesthetic that vintage shoppers like. So I think there's like thematic as well as like literal overlap with the theme. So I've been doing those markets. I've done 2 of them so far, and I have another one this Saturday, which is in a couple of days. And so I've been sewing some extra totes and stuff during the day, and it's been really fun. I love having something like physical and tactile to do. Like the painting is really great, but obviously when I'm like sitting here doing like tiny itty bitty blueberry stems and whatever, like that's much different than like it doesn't integrate my body as much as a craft like sewing does. So I'm having a lot of fun doing that. What was I saying before? Oh, Valentine's. So I'm trying to get ahead of it. I feel like time is just like sand in my hands slipping away. But there's obviously a couple of weeks, or still early in January before Valentine's. I have designed some cards that I'm really excited to try putting together. It's a new concept for me. They're not painted or illustrated. They are going to be, should I even like say it? I guess it doesn't matter because by the time, yeah, whatever. I'm like making doilies that I'm going to cut on my Cricut with like custom designs inside and then glue them on the front of cards. Maybe that doesn't sound, I don't know how that sounds, but anyways, I'm excited about it. I haven't made them physically yet, but I have done the drawings of the doily design. So I need to like sit down with pull the machine out and like cut them and make that happen. I think that's going to be it for my Valentine's launch. It's just going to be like a small card collection because I don't want to do a wholesale catalog until I have more stuff for, I don't know, the rest of winter. I did build a calendar of when I want all my catalogs to go out this year, so I'm feeling a little bit organized. I just got accepted to another art show. This one is the Pre-Shrunk show at Argyle Fine Art in Halifax, and they carry my prints and other things as well. This show is one where all the pieces in it are like 4 by 5 inches. They're like small art and they have to be mounted a certain way. So I just want to submit something. It's not to say I felt imposter syndrome because I feel like when people say imposter syndrome, it is preventing them from doing something. I kind of am not prevented by that feeling. I don't know, maybe I'm not trying to say I'm special through that. It's just that I'm used to it. So I wasn't, what am I trying to say? I saw a lot of really, really good artists who do like oil paintings and like really fine art on Instagram posting their pieces for this show because you had to submit them and then get accepted. And they were like, okay, here's the 4 or 5 I'm submitting for this. And I made one and it's a watercolor bunny with some blueberries. And I think it's really cute. But when I look at the not competition, but like the other people in the show, because these pieces are all for sale and they're for sale at a flat rate of 175. And I look at my piece and I look at theirs, I'm like, I had 175 to spend. Theirs looks like beautiful old masters fine art. And mine's like whimsical bunny art. So obviously, like we could have a long conversation about my problematic feelings and what I just said. But I think it's okay. Like I did it anyways. I submitted the art and today I got accepted. So that's fine. My piece will be in the show and that's great. I am so excited to have more art gallery experience. And I love going to events at that gallery. I was just there for the Christmas party last month, which was so fun. Everyone who works there is really cool and lovely. So I have my little, you know what? I'll just get it and show you. Why am I just yapping? I could be showing you stuff. At this point, this should just be a podcast where I just talk at you. All right. So here's the piece, little bunny. I had to mount it onto a wood block, which was kind of a cool learning experience. I had to like do a lot of research on the right glue to use to adhere watercolor paper to wood. The key was acid-free glue and had to seal the wood first. And then, so that's the painting, and this is what got accepted. I had to send in a photo of the front. But as I've been sitting here looking at it, I realized the sides are a lot of missed opportunity, and I don't like missing opportunities for whimsy. So let me get back in frame. So I've just put like a white gesso on the sides. I think I might want to do like continue the blueberry motif around the sides, just to make it more fun. You know what I mean? Do you think that would be more fun? Obviously that was not visible in the submission. I don't think anyone from the gallery there watches my YouTube, so you can just pretend you didn't hear this if you do. But I think I'm gonna decorate it more before I drop it off. It's the bottom line, because it's really cute. But when in contrast, not competition, in contrast with the other art pieces that'll be there, my one solitary little bunny painting, I want it to be as special as it possibly could be. And I see opportunities to make it more special. So TBD on that. I won't be able to use watercolor because obviously the front was watercolor. I'll have to use acrylic, but that'll be okay. I can probably color match. And if it looks bad, I can sand it off and repaint it white and no one will know. So it's a win-win. All right, I think that is probably a good update for what I've been up to. Sometimes I feel a little bit anxious or awkward about making a video that is just me talking at a camera with like no scene changes or like nothing else going on. Also very spooky theatrical lighting. Because I'm like, oh, I should cut here and then go like add footage of me doing something else. But I don't have anything else really going on. And I think it would be better if I broke the ice on my sort of YouTube break, I guess, just by being honest and chatting with you. Like a podcast where we're just catching up. Yeah, so that's great. I have gotten a lot of new subscribers in the time that I've not been posting, so welcome / apologies if you are sort of new here. I'm very much hoping to be more accountable, to be posting more. I am trying to make creating more videos more appealing to myself by taking away things like worrying about fancy editing or like adding great transitions. Like, I understand that is going to improve the quality of my content, but it is right now holding me back from making anything. So maybe we'll just have more videos of us chatting about our art businesses and things that I'm trying and doing. And wouldn't that be fine? That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, eh? Okay? All right, good. Well, Blueberry, what do you think? She's not giving me much, but okay, I'm gonna wrap up here. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking by me when I'm very flaky on content creation, but I assure you I'm still making lots of art. Always happy to chat, and I don't know what that means. I guess on social media. I do post on Instagram constantly because I have a rabbit I need to post. She's the people's princess and they need to see her. Okay, I'm gonna go back to painting. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. And let's have a really good year where I post stuff. Okay? Amazing. Mwah, mwah. I love you. Bye.